Main lesson in our school is the first 2 hours of the day, from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock, where one subject matter is taken up deeply for those 2 hours, and that is done over a course of 3 to 4 weeks.
In Farmer Brown's patch, there are 4 onions, there are 6 potatoes, and 5 carrots. 4 onions, 6 potatoes, and 5 carrots.
We don't expect first graders to sit at their desk for 2 hours. So even through 5th and 6th, they're going to be spending some time when they first come in with activity. And that might look like singing or movement or recitation, definitely some mental math every day, just to kind of get them acclimated to, they've been on their bus, they've had their morning routine with their family, they're coming into school and they're getting settled, and they're getting to have social time with their friends, but in this very contained and structured way.
In first grade, the stories are traditionally fairy tales and folk tales, and quickly as you move up through the grades, the stories sort of spiral in a way that they become true history. So we move from stories that are fairy tales to folk tales to stories that are then about noble people, true people who have lived on the earth. By 4th grade, we're moving into local geography, and in 5th grade, we come to the creation of all the ancient civilizations from India through Egypt and Babylon, Mesopotamia, and finally Greece. And then once we're in Greece, we are really in the time of written history. And by 6th grade, students are learning history through the ancient Romans and through the medieval times and so on. The curriculum spirals purposefully in that way because that is exactly the form of thinking that children have at each of those stages, from 1st grade all the way up to 8th grade. But no matter what grade you're in, your teacher is your expert, not your textbook. So a teacher is always striving to learn what needs to be taught and learn it in such a deep way that they can convey it to students orally. And students are training their actual ears, but also their brain, to form images of what their teacher has told them, so that they themselves are filled with knowledge.
All of that deepens this lesson even more into the child's being, so that then when they do create this main lesson book, it is their main lesson book. They take ownership over this. They will, even later in their life, come across their main lesson books and have a time of remembering what it is that they went through in learning in such a deep way, and creating their own textbook creates this love of learning that is not often the case, and we have it here at our school.